David, I've known you for the last 15 years since you've been part of the fellowship here in Gloddaith Church, but I don't know so much about your early life. Perhaps you could fill me in with some of the details?
Well, I certainly wasn't born in Llandudno, as you'll see. I was born in St Helens in Merseyside in July 1931. I was the oldest of 4 sons to my parents, who were very hard-working. I married Eileen Smith in 1955, and then when she died, I remarried Kay Staines in 1985. My first job was at 14 years of age as a store assistant in a factory. My last job, I was an advertising supervisor to a large international glass company.
So over here, you see, we've opened up that side by putting the glass in, you know, which gives you a real wonderful aspect.
Absolutely,
link between the church and the hall.
Absolutely.
Yes. Can I ask you, how do you see the role of the church, and what's your particular part within that?
Well, I see the role of the church in reaching out to the world with a message of Jesus. Giving hope to the lost, and a real reason for living. Now, my involvement in this, Neil, is in very various different ways, and I love to talk to people about what it means to belong to Jesus. Now, 7 years ago, my wife and I helped to found the Llandudno Keswick Bible Week, which now attracts up to about 500 people each year, and we talk about how the Bible can help people to live out their lives for Him.
So, can you tell me a little of how God has been involved in your life?
Well, Neil, I didn't belong to a Christian home, but my mother took my brother and I to church and to Sunday school. And there we learned a hymn with these words: "Keep me, oh keep me, King of Kings, beneath thy own almighty wings." My brother and I sang that hymn every night, as far as I can remember. And little did I know at that time how much impact those words would have on my life. As I was growing up, I began to swear and to tell dirty jokes, as younger people often do. And I knew it was wrong, so I wanted to be different. I didn't want to live like that. But going to church didn't make any difference, so I began to lose interest. And then when we got married, a friendly neighbour came to see us and helped us with decorating. And he invited us to a special service at a local church, relayed from London, and a well-known evangelist was speaking. And I tried to turn off. And I realised that this chap knew everything about me. You know, all the sins I'd committed. And I got increasingly uncomfortable, and I tried to shut off, and I couldn't. And I went home that night, and this guilt gnawed at my life and made me feel very, very displeased with myself. So I went up to my bedroom, knelt by my bedside, and asked Jesus to forgive me for my sins, and he invited him into my life. And I felt a deep surge of peace coming through my life. The following morning, I woke up and I was absolutely excited that I now belonged to God, Jesus. And I longed to tell everybody what had happened to me. I went to work that morning and I shared this with my colleagues at work. Later that week, my 3 brothers came to visit us and I shared with them that experience with them. And they could see the difference it had made to my life. And they too became Christians. Now, life has not been all smooth going at all by any means. I've had 3 near-death experiences. I nursed my first wife through terminal cancer and her subsequent death. We lost our youngest son in the meantime, and I've also suffered a nervous breakdown and a long period of depression. And I believe that God has led me all through these experiences. And He's been teaching me a lesson, chiseling away at my life. And I've learnt more from these experiences than I would otherwise have learned. And then I realised how much those words of that hymn really meant. Keep me, oh keep me, King of Kings, beneath thy own almighty wings. And indeed the Lord has kept me